right, welcome back to the Absolute Divine Lovers. I'm Edgar.
And I'm Sunny.
And we are here to do a love read for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, the world. Hope you're all doing well after the holiday week. We hope that your week wasn't too hectic or painful. Hopefully it was very... wow. Wow. This is coming hot out of the gate. What are we thinking, Sunny?
There seems to be an emphasis around the divine masculine right now.
Okay.
Maybe some choices that he needs to make, things that he just finished doing, and looking out towards the future. Oh, stop. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh.
That's great.
I'm going to do 2 more cards, okay? 2
more? I kind of want 3.
You can do 3. I'll do 1 more. Wow. You really can't make that.
No. Thank you, Spirit.
Oh my goodness. I mean, this could mean any number of things. It could mean that proposal where somebody busts out into tears, right?
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere. Maybe when you thought
all was lost.
Well, that, or there might be a little bit of competition as well. Are you able to scoot over just like one little smidge?
A smidge?
A smidge.
Is that part of the metric system? Because I didn't learn the metric system.
Oh, you know what?
Huh.
Something about that word. Smidge.
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 Let's not forget that.
Okay.
Just when you thought. Okay. Before I go too far into interpreting this because of how general it is, can we do a clarifier with the ones you have in your hand?
Yeah. You want to clarify with the Kipper first, or you want to go the Tarot of Delphi?
Let's do Delphi first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling like taking a little bit of a chance. I like to start with the Kipper a lot because of how specific it is, but I trust Spirit, so
okay.
Let's have you do it.
Let's see what's going on.
Also, something about a smidge and something about how quiet we're being in between. Usually you and I have a lot of banter. There's someone is reading in between the lines and someone is correct about what they're reading in between the lines, and somebody is incorrect about what they're reading in between the lines. Again, just to emphasize, this is a love read. So this is specific to the most important person in your life. And this is also for people who are already together.
Right, I got that feeling too.
Yes, it's not like a coming in.
But this feels
hot.
This also feels like a crossover point.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, with this right in the middle, and then this, there's a little air of mystery right there. Yeah,
because it looks like, hey, things are going great. Let's put that plan into action, and then it's like curveball, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I get when I look at the top row. What do we got? Ace of Cups. And sorry, folks, to cover up that art. Yeah, there we go. YouTube can be a little sensitive. Clarify the 4 of Cups, please.
There's also a reoccurring theme of this like maroon and red color, so that can be highly symbolic for somebody. It could either be your color or it could be a color that you avoid.
Well, it's passion, it's earth energy, it's justice.
Okay, so I'm going to start by saying that the World card being a card of completion, followed by the Emperor and the 4 of Wands, it starts, right?
Yeah.
This is someone who is very sure about a cycle, a decision, their intentions. And then with the energy of these two, which is like when I said, what did I say when this fell out, looking out into the future or something like that? And then this offer that came out of nowhere, followed by a king, which is another energy, a whole other like possibly energy. Masculine energy. Somebody could be about to be left out in the cold, or somebody was left out in the cold, leaving them in this energy. Yeah. And then for the clarifiers, you are more familiar with this deck, so
yeah. And here's the final clarifier.
Oh, 2 4 of Wands in a read. Wow. Yeah. How's that for a love read, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is like your Page of Coins here. Yeah, Page of Coins energy. It is about sincerity, sensitivity, sensuality, the beginning of new things, new relationships. It is the blooming of a relationship. It is pleasures, but it's also got a little bit of like a please let this happen for me kind of vibe to it. And then this is Six of Swords.
Oh my goodness. So I got a little something here.
Yeah.
I basically did a small kind of synopsis of what I thought just this was, right? And then when you add the clarifiers, it changes the narrative of it a little bit. Yeah. If you have an emperor who was in Six of Swords energy, and then he's moving away possibly from this, and maybe he went to go do something else when he should have made that offer as a King of Wands. Yeah. And then put himself in this energy. Yeah. So that's a couple different things, but again, high emphasis on the divine masculine.
So this is speaking about the story, the artwork of Circe and Odysseus when, in the Roman it's Ulysses, they poured wax in the ears of the crewmen, which you can see here, and tied them to the mast. And so to protect them from the songs of the sirens. So,
what?
Yeah. So that they wouldn't hear the songs of the sirens, they put wax in the ears of the crew and tied them to the mast. So only Odysseus could hear. And so he started to go mad with desire for the sirens.
Okay.
Right? And so this is about a journey. It's about passage. It's transition. It's moving past troubled waters. So I think you're dead on, right?
Okay.
Because it is like, how did you get there? It's this emperor needs to maneuver through the troubled waters without losing focus, without getting distracted by other females or other female energies.
Yeah, or other opportunities in general. Yeah. Because it's funny like that you would say it that way. And the Six of Swords here with all of the sirens on it, you could read that as kind of like a hoe energy. but this guy seems like he was pretty solid in his place and was trying to maybe do what he thought was right, but he lost something here.
Yeah, well, it's
like threads of fate.
Right, it's the Morai, right?
It happened the way that it was supposed to happen.
Well, it's like they're the spinners of life, right? The spinners of fate. And so they cut the thread that determines how long your life is going to be, right? And they weave the thread of life for you into whatever tapestry of life that's going to be, which, what's this going to be like, essentially, is that's what's saying. And so this is it is about chance and changes and good fortune and fate, obviously, just everything just very serendipitous and unexpected. So yeah, giving the emperor a little wisdom to keep him out of trouble, huh?
He needs a little support from Hootie.
A little something there.
From Tito.
A little something from Tito.
Can I start to do kippers?
Yeah, please start to do kippers, because otherwise I'm going to get into the meaning and the art of each one of these cards, and I don't think anybody wants that.
I do.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. They're very beautiful.
So this is Venus. Okay. And on the Ace of Cups. So this is very much about just like lust and fidelity and people just kind of going crazy in like bliss.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
And so it's divine love. it's a deep feeling of fulfillment in a relationship. It's intuition. It's rejuvenation also. Interesting. So,
I know. This card, this reading has. Okay, you know how.
How am I going to get through this? How am I going to get past the sirens? I have to come up with a solution, right? Or maybe it's like despair of like, damn, I shouldn't have paid any attention to those hoes, to use the term you so eloquently phrased earlier.
Listen, when I said hose, what I meant was, sure, for some gentlemen out there who were trying to make decisions about what their Ace of Cups was, might have thought that freedom and that having options was his best bet.
Yeah.
But there's also, before despair, I felt sorrow when as you were talking about very happy cards. So this could have multiple meanings for the collective.
Yes.
They had a guy, they lost a guy. They had a guy, a new guy came in. There's so many.
Or this guy was like in a relationship and got cold feet because was like, oh, I don't want to go down this route again. I'm not ready to commit again, and chose the sirens, and now is in a state of despair.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell did I do? I had this, and
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the weird thing. As soon as you said I had this, had is past tense. We're moving forward, and it's marriage. So there's something really sus going on in this situation.
It seems, I don't know if it's sus, but it seems very complicated.
It's extremely complicated, and then you have the moon.
Yes.
So an offer and the moon.
Yes.
An offer that you saw or you didn't see, or you saw it and you didn't take it. Yes. I mean, there's a lot of, and this is giving astral to me. Yes. So I mean, look at the imagery of those red flowers and the beautiful blue cloth.
Yeah, and that's the goddess Selene.
Sleeping.
Selene. Yeah, the eternal sleep.
I did get a song, but I think it might be Mary J. Blige. It's the one, how did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. So again, the element of surprise. Yeah. The element of not being ready for something. And
so this is very much in this sense, it is about precariousness, feeling trapped, illusions and reflections. So
I had a dream about you the other night.
Exactly. And makes you just want to run away with somebody.
Trippy.
Yeah.
Get it? Trip, run away. Trippy.
Wow. You didn't even mean to do that.
I know, that's funny.
And we've got Circe again.
Is it Circe or is it Cirque?
It's Circe.
It is?
Yes, it is Circe.
Am I just horribly uneducated?
Did you not watch Game of Thrones?
I did not watch Game of Thrones, yeah. Game of Thrones.
You were too busy watching...
Game of Prawns.
You were watching...
I was watching Twilight.
You were watching Twilight.
They're not even in the same
and
time.
White Chicks.
Poverty. King of Wands, Justice, and Poverty.
So, I mean, in this sense, like, Circe on the Justice card does represent law.
Okay.
And so, it is really a warning. It's not good enough to just be a good person. in this sense.
No, it's
or
not.
to have done the right thing.
No.
It really, in this case, it's like if you're headed into some sort of a legal issue, like you really have to read the fine print and don't take things too lightly. Don't think this is a slam dunk. Don't think that this is going to be easy to get through.
Either the Emperor or the King of Wands, or both, or if they're one energy, being an Emperor and then a King of Wands, is tied to a karmic, unhappy marriage. And bottom of the deck is unexpected income. Maybe that's what they thought they were going to get out of here. Maybe that's what they thought they would be getting if they went towards the new offer. Or maybe that's what they're not getting, and this is supposed to be the reversal. But
I think we should dig in a little further.
Okay.
Which way do you want to go?
With Alistair, our good friend.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't call it Alistair's deck, but I mean, he did kind of like...
It's the Thoth deck. All right, let's see. What are we concerned about here?
I feel like I need some of Norman's assistance because this card is just too pretty to cover up.
Silly.
It's gorgeous. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see.
Come on, big man. Give us a card.
Are you going to just do one card?
I was going to do one for each row.
Oh, all right.
Prudence. So this is traditionally the 8 of Pentacles. So this is...
I'm hearing that this is the most complicated situation this person has ever been in emotionally. And there's so many layers to it, but that's also kind of indicated by 1, 2, 3.
And it's interesting that we were talking about the sirens and how this person might have gotten off path because it's clarified by the lust.
Whoa.
Babylon herself.
There's a layer of a divine feminine here who...
Yeah, there's not a divine feminine popping out.
But there is. It's like she's the tablecloth. You know what I mean? She's underneath it. This whole thing. And it's not this mature woman either. Because he was making these decisions, and if this was a divine masculine read, then fine.
Yeah.
But where's the marriage? Who is this person? She doesn't present anywhere in here.
Let's see what Alistair has to say about that. 5 of Cups, disappointment. This is 8 of Swords. The moon, clarifying the moon.
Oh my goodness. This is also more astral activity.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And this is reminding me of like, what is that when the heart monitors are?
An EKG.
Yeah.
But then you've also...
This feels so heavy.
Right, and then you've got this like, it's on your mind, right? And it's like, even in the astral, it's like, it feels like death energy.
Permeating the energy all around everything.
So I think you were right when you said that the Emperor and the King of Wands are the same person, because you just got it clarified with the Emperor.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, I have to take a second and look at this. This is a gorgeous Emperor card. I don't think I get the Emperor when I use that deck enough to see how glorious this guy is.
And again, when we were talking about justice and all of those things, the Virtue card, 3 of Wands.
3 of Wands.
Right? So it is about, like, it looks like you're getting out of a bad situation, or you've just made a giant mess of some really great relationships. And the only way you're going to get out of this is to do the right thing, be honest, be righteous, and be meticulous about anything that involves a court case, contracts, anything of that nature. Like, read the fine print, read it again, have somebody else read it for you. If you can afford legal counsel, get the legal counsel. If not, like sit down with two of your most trusted people in your life and go through those contracts. Make sure that you all agree that it is the same thing, that you all have the same understanding before you go in and present any sort of counter offer or agree to any new terms or agree to any terms in general. Before you sign anything, please, 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 please read that fine print, look through it.
This Three of Wands right here too, it's a blocked path.
It's a blocked path. Yeah.
So something was done in this over the span of like whatever this is, be it 6 months to a year, that there's no going back.
Yeah.
In such a solid way that, see this, like this light right here,
yes,
on the other side,
yeah,
underneath that, it's being blocked by 3 different wands. There's no going back.
There's no going back.
And I just heard mistakes were made.
Mistakes were definitely made. And I just got chills when you said that.
I was thinking about doing an archetype card, and I'm actually actively shuffling them. So if one comes out, then fine. But this is... Oh, now someone is playing the victim. Okay. Waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. That's a shadow attribute. Light attribute, and understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself.
How about pulling one for this Emperor?
Okay. For the first Emperor. It's funny, I gravitated towards that one first for some reason. Not just... Oh.
Because I feel like that is like... You've got one on the floor, too. You got 3, huh?
Yeah, I did. I got Child Divine, so it's somebody with talent, somebody willing to take a chance, a gambler, and beggar. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you, for the gambler. Shadow attribute, relying on luck rather than hard work. Also, I get hoping that other people are in this energy.
They don't see you for what you really are.
Yeah. All right, and then Child Divine. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. Shadow attribute, an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Beggar, light attributes, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. Awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Shadow attribute, dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Okay. Well, even though that felt like a total divine masculine read, this was our love read. So heed warning to anyone that needs to be warned, and validation for anyone who's actually been through this. It's a pretty complicated scenario, but I mean...
You're almost there. You're almost through.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean...
Keep your side of the street clean. You've got that mature woman too, huh?
Yeah, that was the karmic attachment in the 4 of Wands. So if you are her... check this out. If you are him, check out yourself. If you are the underlying divine feminine that was in this thing, then there you go.
Maybe this is a little closure, or maybe this is a little hope.
All right. That's what we have for you on the love read for this week.
Yeah. So we are the Absolute Divine Lovers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. I'm Edgar.
I'm Sunny.
And we'll see you soon.